Hi everyone, and welcome back. In this video, we'll look at how to use Gale eBooks to find reliable background information and topic overviews for your research or speeches. Gale eBooks provides full-text access to hundreds of reference books and encyclopedias across many subjects. It's perfect for learning the basics of a topic, things like definitions, history, and key concepts, before you start searching for your scholarly articles. To get started, from the BC homepage, click Services and Resources. Scroll down and click Library. Then click the Research tab and click our second option under Search for Sources. Here, we want to click Find all of our databases with A to Z databases. For here, the quickest way to get to Gale databases is to type Gale into the database keyword search. So Gale has a ton of sources available for you, but right now I'm going to focus specifically on Gale eBooks, which is currently the second option. You're going to want to make sure that you're logged in with your BC credentials, so that way you can fully access all of the resources available to you. So here on the Gale eBooks homepage, there is a basic search field up here and advanced search options here if you would like to combine concepts. For now, I'm just going to do a basic search, and we're going to search for something broad, such as climate change. So the results might look a little different from what you've seen in article databases like Academic Search Complete or JSTOR. And that's because Gale eBooks is built from reference books rather than journals. So each result that popped up here is a chapter or entry from a book. So for example, Global Climate Change is from the Encyclopedia of Environmental Ethics and Philosophy, and that was from 2009. If we scroll down a little bit more, we see more of the same from different publications. However, for this particular topic, since climate change is something that is continually evolving, and 2009 might be a little outdated for this type of information, what I would suggest is filtering your results by a more recent publication date. So for example, for this topic, I'm just going to choose after 2020, so that way anything that comes up will be published within the past 4 to 5 years. And here we go. You can see there's still quite a bit of results here, and this information is more than likely going to be updated as opposed to some of the older sources there. So instead of a single research study, you're getting trusted overviews written by experts to help you understand the topic, vocabulary, and context of the concepts you search for. So for example, you can click climate change here, and this is how the results will show. We see our keywords are bolded, and we have the general description, and so on and so forth. So a neat thing about Gale eBooks and other Gale databases is that you can highlight and make notes for yourself. So for example, I'm just going to highlight this first sentence here. We can choose a highlight, we can make a comment such as definition, hit save. And so what that's going to do is save them to your highlights and notes. That way you can always retrieve them for later, as you can see here. However, to make sure that your highlights and notes are saved, you would either need to make a Gale account or you would export them to your Google Drive or any other device. So I will show here. Even brings up the bibliography for it. And here we can edit the notes if you would like. So once we are here, what you can do is you can either download them to your device or you could even send them to yourself. OneDrive, through email, or your Google Drive. Going back to the main search page here, you can combine concepts using advanced search, or you could also look through the subject guide search or topic finder, which are both handy tools to help you find more about your sources. So for the subject guides, it's going to search for specifically created subjects that Gale has already created. So I'm going to just type in climate change again here, search, and here it has all of the publications and resources available that have been published with the subject term climate change. As you can see, there's 535, so there's quite a few. Going back, we could also do the topic finder. So what the topic finder is going to do is allow you to visually explore related concepts. So I'm going to switch it up here, and if I were to search for fast fashion, this is going to bring up all of the results that are typically searched with that same concept. And it's a visual representation, so it might be a little bit more friendly to you. But just to show you how this works, I'm going to click the clothing industry. So in relation to fast fashion, these are some of the topics that are most commonly searched for and most commonly appear with the resources. So clothing stores, women's marketing, and you could continually click these and explore the options. So here we have clothing, we have a company, more companies. And there are a few other options you can do with Gale eBooks, such as citing your sources. So I'm going to use fast fashion again, and I'm just going to click this first option here. This is a designer. But here, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see a source citation feature. So you can click them for MLA, APA, Chicago, or Harvard. You can copy and paste them, or you can export them directly through the buttons, but you can select it here and just copy and paste them to whatever bibliography or works cited or reference pages you are currently working with. I would just encourage you to double check them to make sure that they are correct, because not every one of these citation generators is perfect. You can similarly also click the Cite button up here. It's going to bring up the same box for you. So even though it looks different from a traditional article database, Gale eBooks is going to be your best starting point for background reading and concept building before diving into deeper research. Thanks for watching, and happy researching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or any other friendly BC librarian. We are here to help.